Hello and welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. And the fridge just went on, so that's going to be in the background. I don't care. But anyway, I'm just enjoying a morning where I've jam-packed things to do, because it's like now that I work, I don't have the luxury of just like doing nothing all day. Actually, like when I say do nothing all day, like I would do a lot of sitting down thinking. That's like one of my favorite hobbies, to just sit down and think. And like now that I realize, now that I'm working again, I'm like, wow, that was a big waste of time, you know? Because like, I'm just thinking like, blah 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 blah. Like that's why like nothing even important came out. I was just like thinking like, oh, like what if someone made a comic book about like a guy who, you know, just whatever, like it's just stupid shit that I didn't do anything with. I just sat and thought, or like, what if someone did this? What if someone did that? Like, and I don't know why, but it's because of the lockdown. I was just like, that's how stripped of entertainment I have been, where I was literally just sitting down making movies in my head, and so like I don't do that anymore. But yeah, and it's good to get out the house. So you know, I'm sure my mother is happy I'm out the house. But yeah. So like I'm just I'm just it's what I'm trying to say is it's just good to have something else to do. Like I think that's the most important thing about having a job. It's just something else to do, and it's something to break up the day. And if it's something that's not like too crazy, it's it's fine. And working with these dog jobs, it takes a toll on your hearing. And then that's the one thing about dog jobs. I mean, I don't have a dog job anymore, but like just working this job compared to the dog job, I feel so much better, because it's like I don't have the audio bombardment. Because like hearing dogs bark all day is annoying, and then some dogs don't get it. And they will bark and bark and bark because they don't like being there. That's another thing about working with the dog industry. Most of the dogs that go to these cage-free dog places don't like being there. People don't know that because we don't tell them. But the average dog, okay, not average. Let's say half. About half the dogs don't like being there. Some of them act in a way where they just sit down and don't do anything, because they don't like it there. Some of them are hyper stressed, so they run around because they don't like being there. Some bark in this high pitched yelp like, help me, help me. It's not like you're saying help me, it's over and over. So I'm glad I don't have that in my life anymore, because it actually is more stressful. I mean, you don't realize it's stressful, but now that I'm taken out of the situation, I'm like, wow, like I'm at work and it's not like barking and it's not like dirty. Because dogs are dirty too. That's another thing. Like at these cage-free dog places, it's filthy. Imagine like, I don't know. Okay, if you ever want to fuck up someone's house, you let five dogs, and just let 5 dogs roam around in that person's house for 2 hours. First of all, there'll be shit everywhere. Trust me, because once one dog goes, all the other dogs go. It's like they copy each other. There'll be piss everywhere. Because, like, once again, that's the only thing dogs do is piss and shit. And then, like, they'll probably chew up half your shit. So if you ever want to wreck someone's house, just let 5 dogs in there. And then then they'll probably fight, too. So, like, that'll be messed up. Yeah, so it's just a whole messy situation. And then, like, people go, oh, they're dogs, we love it. I'm like, nah, dogs are work to me. Like when I tell people, like, I work in a dog industry, they're like, oh, you must love dogs. I'm like, I never flat out go no, but I never say yes. I go, well, it's actually work to me. I'm not, I'm actually not really hanging out with them. I'm watching them because I have to make sure like they don't fight. So I'm not like interacting with them, if that makes sense. They're like, oh really? Yeah. Because like that's another thing. If you play with them, they get possessive over you. So if you play with another dog, they want to fight. So it's like it's constant bullshit working with dogs. And then, like, if you want to be nice to one, you got to really make sure you're picking the right one. So, like, crap doesn't happen. So a lot of times you have to pick the worst dog to be friends with, because it'll make that dog pay attention to you and not cause problems for the other dogs. That's like a little insider trick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm just trying to say my declaration of I'm a lot happier and that stress-free, audio bombardment's gone. Yeah, so working in a different location, in a different genre of business, of employment is a lot better because it's my like I don't have headaches now. Because like sometimes, yeah, and there's been times where it's been so bad, like your ears hurt, or like you have a headache. Like I was wearing earplugs the last couple of months I was working there, because I was just done. I was like, dude, you guys, and you don't get paid enough for the audio bombardment, and also it's just you're working with animals, and like sometimes fights just happen for quote unquote no reason. Like you don't get paid enough to break up these dog fights. It's like the people who own dog places just don't get it, or they're like jerks, or whatever, or they just think the people who work there are shit, and it's probably a combination of all three. So, and I've heard the way owners talk about the people at these dog places, and like there's no respect factor. So anyway, I'm glad I'm out of that business. Now I'm not saying where working now is any better, but at least there's no dogs, and like it's cool, you know. It's like there's nothing wrong with working with people. It's fine, but anyway. I'm sure something will happen, and I will update you on the chaos. Like, I was at work and someone brought a dog, you know. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Peace.